built interface, they can actually do, if I give them a design now, they can replicate it perfectly, very well. Do you understand? That's what those are the people that this class is meant for. Do you understand? So this class is not meant for people that are still struggling with user interface. No. Do you understand? So now for the advanced training, the brief is this is the first brief we are going to be considering. We call it Arts Words Landing Page. So it's called the confidential project brief because when your company employ you, they don't expect you to be, just be sharing their project or their idea with everybody that you come across. No, that's not how it works here. So as designers, you have to understand that the customer brief, right, is actually confidential. And that's why I always had it to my students brief that, see, this is confidential. Obviously, as I'm teaching you in class now, like this is a class. I'm just like kind of helping them to master that. Anytime a client gives you a project, it is confidential. So I'm not saying that this particular one that is classwork now, you cannot share it with somebody. Do you understand? So you can share this with somebody. I'm just saying that when it comes to customer brief, right? You want to know that customer briefs are confidential. Can you guys hear me? Just unmute yourself. You
Yes.
can hear me.
Yes. Yes, please.
Okay. So guys, let's move on to the first one, which is called AdWords landing page, right? So AdWords is a world-class online advertising agency based in Nigeria and the first internet public enlightenment agency in Africa. AdWords is manned by some of the biggest advertising, monetization, optimization, and targeting experts in the industry, armed with the very best and most advanced marketing system, comprehensive and robust set of technologies and tools to inform, persuade, remind, and reinforce. Now, let's start with the first paragraph. AdWords is a world-class online advertising agency based in Nigeria and the first internet public enlightenment agency in Africa. With this statement that you guys have here, how does this particular brand, how do they sound to you? Let's say your client reached out to you now, and then your client said that, see, guys, this is AdWords, they are the best guys in the industry, they are this. What do you think that person is trying to tell you? What would you get from that information? So let's start with Augustine. Augustine, unmute yourself. That statement, how does it sound to you? If you want to talk, you can raise your hand because advanced students, I don't know, like raise your hand. You must be able to talk and express yourself. So raise your hand if you want to say something about what I said now. You can raise your hand. Raise your hand. I need you to talk. Raise your hand if you want to say something about what I just shared now. Now, guys, this is an advanced training. Advanced training has a lot to do with conversation because you guys are going to be learning experience design. So you must be able to say that, okay, from what I said, oh, this is what I am thinking. Do you get that? So let's start with Adam. Adam, let's have you.
Hi everyone, good evening. I don't know if you are hearing me.
I can hear you clearly.
Yeah, thank you. From that statement from the first paragraph, I think it's talking about it's a world class company and they need a standard design.
Okay.
Like
all right.
up to date, the standard, like the max.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing. Let's have Obanla.
Okay, good evening. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, so based on that first paragraph, I think the way they portray themselves in such a way that they are the first in the market, like they are the first person to start creating that solution.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like when they say they are the first, like they are the first internet public enlightenment agency in Nigeria, like they're the one that push into the market first, and they want something standard.
All right, thank you so much. So, guys, this statement is trying to tell you guys that this is not a small company, right? This is not a startup. This is not a company that is just starting out. This is a company that have been in the industry for a while, right? And they have been doing excellently well. So that's what that first paragraph is trying to tell you, that these guys are world class. They're not just starting advertisements right away, right? These guys have been in the game for a while and they have earned a lot of credit, a lot of standard, a lot of positive reports. Do you understand? So there's a difference between when you are dealing with a company that is a startup. And there's a difference between when you are dealing with a company that already know their game, they're already in the industry. The approach of design is quite different. And I know that most of us that are here, if truly you're an advanced student, most of the design that you might have been creating is going to be for startups. So I'm thinking that, okay, don't let us go with this approach. I want you to know that when it comes to advanced training, right, you are going to be coming, they are going to be giving you a wide range of brands that are just starting, brands that are existing. So you really need to know which one is good for you. So now, AdWords is a world class. We've talked about that. AdWords is manned by some of the biggest advertising, monetization, optimization, and targeting experts in the industry. What does that statement? What does it mean to you? If you want to say something about that, let me know. AdWords is manned by some of the biggest advertising, monetization, optimization, and targeting experts in the industry. So if somebody give you this brief, what is going to be your understanding of that particular statement? So if you want to say something about that, raise your hand, or just show me in the chat section that you want to talk. Just type Y if you want to talk so that I can bring you on board. I don't want the guys that I've called before. I want a new set of people. So if you want to say something about that, because if you don't understand our brief, we cannot move into designing. You get, which is part of the things you have to learn now. So if you want to say something about that, oh, AdWords is manned by some experts, is manned by some of the biggest advertising, monetization, optimization, and targeting experts in the industry. What does that statement? What does it mean to you? Okay, Simon. Obanla and the other guy, please release your hand so that I will know the people that are raising their hand. Release your hand. Okay, Simon, let's have you.
It means they've dealt with the big boys in the industry, so they are not to be told with.
All right. Thank you for sharing. Is there any other person with another opinion? Chibweze, let's have you.
Okay, with the second paragraph, it shows that they are a big marketing brand, big market. They run a very big and well-known marketing agency.
Okay, thank you for sharing. So, guys, as designers, okay, Chidima, let's have Chidima. Isa.
It means that they don't deal with mediocrity. They are dealing with big men in the industry. So they want professionalism.
Okay.
They want professionalism from you. Yes.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. Okay, release your hand once you talk. Let's have Samuel. Samuel, can we have you? Samuel, do you want to say something? Unmute yourself. Click on your microphone. All right, so I'll just go ahead and explain what that is. So, guys, as designers, we are going to be dealing with problems that is not even your business. What do I mean by that? Somebody reaching out to you now and say that, okay, I want you to build a product for IVF. Let's say that you're a man, you don't even understand women reproductive system at all, and like, I beg, what be this? But because money is involved, apart from that, it's your job as a designer to look into that and build a product for that. Or some of you, maybe you don't like economics, and then somebody comes to you and say they want to build a booking system. Be like me, that I don't even know demand and supply. What's happening? So as designers, they're going to be giving you projects. They're going to be bringing industries that they're not even your concern. You don't go to university, to go and study about them. But we don't reject those stacks. We don't reject that product, right? We need to research about the user so that we'll be able to build product. So now I want you to read carefully, right? So let's read it together, guys. AdWords is manned by some of the biggest. So there's sometimes where your client is going to write plenty English, but you have to look at which one is essential. They said AdWords is manned. If somebody say something is manned, what does it mean, guys? When somebody say, this thing is manned, what does it mean? What does it mean?
Supported.
Okay, somebody says supported. Another person?
Performed.
Performed. Another person?
Controlled.
Led.
Controlled. Led.
Handle.
Handled. Can you guys see that now? So AdWords is handled. Please mute yourself. AdWords is handled. AdWords is led. Compared to the definition that the other guys that I said, okay, give me the explanation now. They're just like, okay, these guys are dealing with the big boys in the market. But that's not what that brief is trying to tell us there. This brief is trying to tell us that AdWords is controlled, or AdWords is led, or outward is man, that is people that are working. It's trying to talk about the quality of the human being working in outwards company. So outward is manned by some of the biggest advertising, monetization, optimization, targeting experts. You see all this advertising, but they are just rhymes. I'm not saying so. I'm just trying to tell you that they are just like adjective. The main thing after this manned is that they are manned by some experts. They are manned by people that know their job. That means the people coming to AdWords, they are not people that just, they're just like that. Do you understand? These are people that understand, they understand, marketing, their own value, like the Bible will say, like they understand marketing. Do you understand? So experts are the people that these guys do. These guys have expert that deals with their client work. Do you understand? That's what that is saying. Then I said that armed with the very best and most advanced marketing system. So a lot of time when we employ junior designers don't even know how to interpret basic brief, because they're like, they are just, their mind is not there. I remember when I was saying, learning this thing, like my mind is not in what I'm just saying, whatever thing my mouth is coming out to say. But if you want to build a product, you actually need to read it very well. Read to understand. So if I look at this brief again now, I can tell that okay, the staffs at AdWords, they're actually experts. They have all of this on the understanding of marketing, right? And at the same time, AdWords actually have advanced marketing system. That is, they have the best tools, right, to actually solve marketing problems, to help people advertise, to help people, be known in the industry. So that is something that we should understand about the brief now. So they said that most advanced marketing system, comprehensive and robust set of latest technology and tools to inform, to persuade, to remind, and to reinforce. So you can see that everything that is here is just trying to tell us that AdWords is actually a very big company that they've made a name for themselves. They have good reports, right? And apart from that, these guys actually have staffs that understand marketing, right? And they also have tools that can help them to achieve all of these marketing goals that their clients will have. Do you understand? That's what that statement is saying. So there are times where you are going to have complex, what's it called now? Complex clients that their grammar is always big, big, big. But at the end of the day, you want to sit back and listen to what they're trying to say. You understand? And not just the grammar. So our client that wrote this brief, this is what he have to say about this particular brand. Do you get that? So now I want to just ask general question. Guys, on the norms, what do you think advertising company, what do you think they do? If somebody tell you now, let's say that myself and you are working on this project now, and I ask you, I say, guy, what is the function of advertising brand? What would you tell them? What do you think they do? Advertising company. What do you think they do?
Well, they're into marketing.
Okay. All right. Any other person? Okay. Let's have Obanla.
Yeah, probably they run ads for people, video promotion, billboard. I think run across this.
Exactly. Exactly. Let's have another person. Augustine. Augustine, can we have you? Augustine. Okay, let's have Miss Baldin.
They put brand products and services in the face of people that actually need them.
Brilliant, brilliant. What about Miss Baldin? Is that Miss Baldin?
Yeah, yeah. Yes, an ad company can work in several ways, depend on the part of ads that they are working with. Branding can be telecom.
I didn't get that very well. Can you?
I said an ad company can have different sections. Depends on what type of ad the company is working on. Probably
Okay,
telecom.
great,
Ad.
great job, great job. Let's have Adebuyi.
Yeah, I believe the primary objective of an advertising company is to put their clients' products to the in the face of their audience, of the prospective audience.
Exactly, exactly. Thank you for sharing. The basic explanation of advertisement is that advertisement company actually puts the face or the identity of their brands, right, of their client brand to the face of people. They can do that by flyers, they can do that by big banners, by small banners, video adverts, radio shows, all of those things. Do you understand? So right now we have like a basic understanding of what this brand is about. Now, anytime we have a problem like this, we always want to validate whether our client actually brought the right problem or the wrong problem to the table, right? So these guys want us to build a landing page. If it is a real life project, we could have asked them that, can I see the existing project? Because if this brand is what they say it is, you understand, we should have an existing product, right? They should have a website before that people have been using before now. So if I were to build this product now, I'll be like, okay, can I see the existing website and all of those things? But we're assuming that that is not existing. Do you understand? So now, anytime a client bring a brief like this, you don't just want to go into designing. You want to research to see if what your client is bringing on the table, if it is true. So a lot of time as junior designers, we just carry brief and then we start to design. You're not doing your research, you're not doing qualitative research, you're not doing your quantitative research, you're not mapping out the things they've said. You just go into design like that, and that usually affects. So what we always do is for us to first of all do research. But because you guys are just starting advanced class, we will not just enter into research because you don't even know how to research yet. So we will first of all start with basic research before we now go on to advanced research. And the essence of research is to understand our user. And what part of design do we do to understand our user? Let me quickly go to what we call empathy mapping to explain what this really means. Let me go to our slide. All right. Can somebody tell me what they understand by empathy? If somebody say, "Oh, empathy," what would you think about? What would you think about?
Yeah, empathy.
Chibweze. Let's have Chibweze. Please always raise your hand so that we don't have rowdy class. Chibweze, let's have you.
Okay, empathy from the point of a designer, empathy is like understanding whoever you are designing for, trying to fit yourself in their pain points. So
All
to
right.
understand what they're going through.
Nice one. Alabi, let's have Vidara.
Feelings. When I hear empathy, I think of feeling how they feel when they
Hmm.
listen.
Thank you for sharing. Nima, what about you?
Currently, empathy to me means considering what the client wants, putting
Nice
yourself
one.
in their shoes and considering what they actually want from you
Thank you
and
for
what you
sharing.
want, what they want you to do for them.
Exactly, exactly. So, guys, let's quickly look at this. Having a good understanding of the people you designed for is essential if you want to build a commercially successful product. Have you guys ever had people say that I built this product and this product did not scale, I just have to shut it down? Most of the time, these people go into design without understanding who they are building the product for. I worked with a company for like 7 months, and the boss was just telling us, Fiwa, design it this way, design this way. Then I asked the guy that, sir, can't we ask people that will later use this product? Can we ask them some questions? Because all the design we have been creating now is based on what you like, is based on what you. And I was like, I don't want, Nigerians, they can see people idea. This idea is so precious to me. I don't want to share it with other people and all of those things. So I don't have any choice because I was still a young designer then. I keep designing, right? Whatever thing you say, I design. Whatever thing you say, I design. Then after we build the product, people did not download the application. And we're like, okay, with this amazing design is fine, is working very well. Then they were like, okay, let's start giving 5,000 naira to people so that they can download the application, which is the wrong way of acquiring people. But now when you're desperate, you're like, Abi, what is going on exactly? You guys have run hard, you guys are consistent on social media, and there is no market. So we mentioned it that we're giving 5,000 naira. We have a lot of people that registered and collected our 5,000 naira. After collecting the 5,000 naira, we went to our what's it called? Back end of the product to see, okay, how many people have used it today? And we saw that people are not still using it. At that point, we had to do webinar. And in the webinar, we started asking questions and said, okay, now that you have downloaded the application, what exactly is happening? Is it that you don't like the features of the application? And then the brands are like, see, this product is amazing. But the truth is that solution that you guys created I can actually do it with my pencil and my pen. I don't need to go to my phone. I don't need to go to my laptop to go and do that. It's something I can solve with my it's something I can solve with my pencil and my paper, or my pen on my paper. And we're like, okay. Then they started telling us that if you guys have solved this part of my problem, I would have just been greeting you. Then we'll ask another person. The person said, if you have solved this problem, and everybody is saying, if you have solved, if you have solved, if you have solved, right? And then at the end of the day, we saw similar, issues that they are having, which is what we are supposed to have done from the beginning of the project. But because the person that was in charge of the product were like, no, don't let us push it out, don't let us step people. At the end of the day, we built a product that is good, but people don't need it. And that's how a lot of product, that is how they feel. People go into products without understanding the people that will use it, without seeing the needs, without seeing the goals, without seeing the pain points. Now let's look into this thing very well. Empathy means that empathy mapping, that's what the general topic is. Having a good understanding of the people you design for is essential if you want to build commercially successful products. If you don't have understanding of the people that you want to build for, my dear, you are not going to move. If so, why designers have many techniques that help them to develop this understanding, there is one technique with a lot of advantage called empathy mapping. So now this particular part of our product, right, is all about empathy mapping, understanding the users, understanding people that will use your product. Now there are several ways you can use, or several methodologies that you can use to solve your problem. But one key one that can help you is what we call empathy mapping. Now, what exactly is empathy? Empathy is the ability to identify. I said something the other time that not just understanding, but identifying it. When we started asking people after the webinar, we realized that some people, we have different categories of users. There are people that have similar needs, similar goals. That's like our user A, our first persona. Then we still have another trait of issues. People have another trait, the other people having similar issue. Trait B, that's user B or user persona B. If you look at Perxels designs, we have basic class, we have advanced class, we have premium class, we have international class, and then we have private class. These are 5 personnels that Perxels is actually solving problem for. These personnel, they are not similar. People in basic class, they just want to learn basic. I don't know if I would like design, I don't know if I would like tech. They are the people in that class. For advanced people, these ones, they are maybe graphic designers before, or they've started design, they've been creating design before, but they want to learn how to solve problems so that they can make money from this field. Those ones are in the advanced class. The premium class, these are people that want to learn it from start to finish, everything from A to Z, they want to learn it. That's another personnel. Now, there's another personnel that are outside Nigeria, but they want to learn. We have to like customize our training to fit their own time zone there. That's international class. We have private class for people that they don't want their face to be seen by classmates. They don't want to have classmates. They just want themselves and their tutor. That's another personnel. Can you see that all of this personnel here is because we understand our markets. We understand the needs of people. That's why all of these classes, they're not just in vain, or they're not just decoration. And every month we receive students from each of these cohorts because people have that need. So as a designer, when somebody bring you problem, they will say a lot of things, but you must be able to identify the pain points. Not just listen, not just hear, not just assume, but identify the pain points. So they said that empathy is the art of design. Without the understanding of what others see, what they feel, what they experience, design is pointless. Empathy is the ability to identify and understand another person's situation and feeling. Now, empathy is not emotion. Yeah, this person said he's feeling this way. Oh, that's not it, you. Because I think I've worked with somebody before. I can't remember the scenario. I think last week. And I think last week or last 2 weeks, I was talking with someone, I can't remember. I deal with a lot of people. And then this person wanted to share a problem with me. And then the person was emotional with their conversation. And I'm like, no, this is not allowed. As designers, if you want to solve problem, you're not doing, oh, that's not the empathy. The empathy is identifying their issue, listening carefully to what that person is saying, and identifying what is causing their problem and even validating it with them and say that, okay, from what you've said so far now, you said that this is what is happening, this is what is happening. Am I right? Right? And then come to your table and then start to analyze how you can solve that problem. So it's not emotional. Say, oh more that person you need to see is suffering. If you do all those exclamation and all of those things, that does not mean that you're solving that person problem, or you even understand the exact thing that's the issue. So as designers, when problems are brought to our table, you want to identify what exactly is this people's problem, what is their issue, what do they want to achieve. Do you understand that? So that's what empathy help you to do, not just be emotional. Do you understand? So empathy is the heart of design. Without what people feel, what they see, what they experience, or what they even want to achieve, design is pointless. So this is the endpoint of empathy map, but that's not what this particular class, that's not what you guys are going to be doing. I just wanted to share with you what empathy map is about. So let's go back to our problem. Now they said that create and submit a artwork storyboard that have all of this information defined, right? So we have this, what business is your client in? So this particular question that we have now, myself and you, we are going to be answering it into this class. I'm supposed to give you a Perxel now. I'm going to give you this project. It's not this brief that you guys are going to do at Perxels, but we have a similar one like this. So I'm going to give you this question. You can answer it. We come back together. Everybody explain why they gave their answer, and then at the end of the day, we analyze it and then move on to the next thing. But in this class now, we are going to answer the question together. So you want to write things down. Now, the first question is, what business is your client in? In the chat section, everybody, what business is this client? The person that wrote this brief, what business is the person into? In the chat section, what business is your client into? What business is your client in? Eunice, you said advertising and marketing. Why do you think it's advertising and marketing? Eunice, can we have you? Unmute yourself. Eunice, can you hear me? All right, let's move on to Damilola. Damilola, okay. I think our network is lagging. Eunice, let's have you. All right, so let's just.
I mentioned marketing because they mentioned in the brief that they use marketing tool. They have a great marketing system.
Okay, all right. So let's have another person that I've not called today. I think I don't know, David. Let's have you. David, let's have you. Okay, Shehu Moses, let's have you. Unmute yourself. Damilola Adilaja, let's have you.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening.
Okay.
It was actually stated in the brief that it's a world-class online advertising agency. So that's why I said advertising agency.
Exactly. So guys, if you look at this now, they said that this is a world-class online advertising agency. So it will not, so for people that say that it's a brand, is branding, the company is into brand awareness or into brand agency or marketing, everybody is correct. Do you understand? We are all correct because those words can be used interchangeably. But guys, it's not going to make sense if somebody has said it here that the brand is into logistic, or the brand is into selling toys, or the brand is into selling cars. That's not going to make sense because from what we've read so far, that's not even what they've insinuated since. So we all got it right. So, but there's sometimes where some brief people like, what exactly is this business, this brand into? Now the next one is, how does this market? How does it work? How does the market? How does it work? Which is what thing that you guys have to go and research, right? So this is the place where you have to like go online and type out, how does advertising work? How do they work? What are the different things that advertisement company, what are the different things that they do? Another way you can do that is just go online and type advertisement company and look at the different designs that people have created, right? Study what they are saying, study what is common in that industry, Write that down. Write them down as you are getting those observations or as you are seeing those observations. You want to write them down. Do you understand that? You also want to read. Do you understand? You want to read about, how marketing work or how advertisement, how they work, right? How was the services that they approach and all of those things. So right now, the service that these guys do is they do digital marketing. So they're the one that also do my social media management, they do brand strategy and all of those things. So you can just read that to give yourself an understanding of what the brands in that industry, what they behave like, how they do their things. This is very, very important. This is another website. I'm trying to read out, okay, they're into communication. This is how they behave. This is what they do. This is the different ways they do those things. Do you understand that? So I read through brands information, right? I read through, people that are having this that are doing the same work to understand. But the first thing you want to do is to just go and see what's the definition of advertisement. How does advertisements company, how do they operate? Are there different categories of advertisement company? Do you understand? This is very, very important. So let's go back to our brief. So this question here, everybody is going to bring their answer tomorrow. How does this market, how does it work? Everybody, it's not just 2 lines of text. At Perxels Design School, our class is very practical. So you're not coming with 2 lines of text and saying advertisement helps people to see brand, or you tell people to see what the brand is about. What is that? You want to go into details to tell us what advertisement is about. Do you understand? Because you cannot just come up with layman definition and think you'll be able to solve the problem in that industry. No, you cannot solve the problem of this industry by just coming up with 2 lines of text. No, that's not going to happen. You have to tell what are the strategies they use, what are the system they use. You can give us example of brand that into it and the system those people go through with their clients to actually help their brands to be known. So you have to do real research. I'm expecting about maybe like 7 lines of text or 10 lines of text to describe how this market, how it works. And this will inspire you on what to design. Do you get that? Then the next one is how well known is the brand in the chat section. How well known is this brand? How well known is this brand, guys? In the chat section. How well known is this brand? Word. How well known is that brand? Okay, so somebody said it is well known, not a small company. Let's have that person. I'm expecting other people response. Damilola, why do you think this brand is well known?
Yes, according to the brief, they already put it that it's a world-class online agency. So it's not a small company, a world-class.
Okay, let's have another person talk about it. Chibueze, do you agree with her?
Yes, I agree with what she just said. And to add to that, it's spread across Africa. I think so, according to the brief. So it's more like an international agency.
Okay, thank you for sharing. So guys, it's already have said that this brand, their startup, will be like they don't sound like that from the brief. So there are some of the question in this brief. The question we are having in this brief now is to help us understand what we are about to do. So instead of us doing the normal empathy map that we have here, which is the best approach, right? But this, I have to teach you on how to do this on Myra and all of those things. But right now, what you need to know, right, is what the first way or the first way to start. Do you understand? The first way to start is by understanding who you are solving the problem for. The industry you are going to be solving the problem for is to understand that way. So that's why I came to class with these basic questions that are here, just to help you to think about the product you want to build, about the users that are going to use this product. So we all know that, and we agree that this brand is actually a well-known brand, is a world-class brand. Do you understand? This is not a startup, because if this is a startup, right, the approach is going to be different. But because it's an existing brand, we're also going to be having a different approach. Now, and that question is, what distinction separates it from others? So this is part of the things that you have to answer that is going to reflect in your design. So quite a number of people before now would think that, okay, if I want to design, I just go into design and then I start creating stuff. No, There are some certain questions you need to ask yourself. Do you understand? For example, look at company A, look at company B, look at company C, right? What are these guys doing that is making them to really stand out? What is their value proposition? What is making their brand what is making people to go back to their brand? You study all of these guys, check their website, check the response of people for of them on social media, and then at the end of the day, you come up with, okay, our home brand, though, this is what we are bringing on board. Just the way, if you look at Perxels Design School, we have different class group that suit anybody. There's no how you come to that school and you don't see the class plan that work for you. Do you understand? Except you're not interested in the training, right? So that actually is one of the things that actually stand us out, because we are not just teaching everybody. We have different set of people, different group or different class plans, such that a basic person in the advanced class or an advanced person is not put in a basic class. Do you understand that? We have system, we have clear structure. Do you understand? So for you now, you want to use your imagination and based on your research as well, right? To come up with what can you actually have, right? What can your brand have to actually make them to stand or to be unique. Do you understand? To stand out from other guys. So you want to write out what distinct value or what distinction separates it from others. So you could say that, okay, let me just hear from you guys in the chat section based on your imagination now. What do you think this brand should have on their website or in their product that you think is going to make them stand out? In the chat section, what do you think they should have in the chat section? So remember that some of these questions here, you can answer them based on your imagination, some of them based on your research, and some of them you find their answer directly on the customer brief. Do you understand? So in the chat section, I want you to just give me, what do you think this brand can have that will make them to stand out? That if you want to see this, so someone that is trying to run advertisement like Fiwa, do you understand? For example, if I want to run ads for Perxels now with this brand, what do you think is my pain point as the person that is going to that place? What am I looking for? Do you understand? So what that person is looking for must be shown in the website. Do you understand? So what are the things you think should be on the website of AdWords that will attract somebody like Fiwa that want to advertise our company with this brand? Okay, let's have Adeboye. I like the fact that people are raising their hand instead of typing. So Adeboye, let's have you.
And it's like one class one. That means that they will have worked with a variety of top people also. So on the website now, it will be best practice to put past clients that are top past clients that they have worked with also on their website.
Okay, so this person is talking about portfolio. Guys, you need to write things down because it will help you. You know, I only have 2 days for this masterclass, so you guys will have all of the time with me. So this person is saying that we should have the result of this brand on their page. That is past client work. And that past client work, we call it portfolio. Do you understand? So this person is saying that we should have past client work, which is portfolio. Let's have Dami.
Yeah, that was what I wanted to talk about, like having a portfolio, let people see what they've done before. It will actually bring people to them. Like, okay, what they've done.
Okay, what about Obanla? What do you want to say?
Yeah, I it's similar because I wanted to say that you should tell us their story of how they have helped brand, like how they have helped brand build awareness. Yeah, that is exactly their portfolio.
All right, thank you. So guys, okay, let's have Chibueze. If you still want to talk, please raise your hand so that I will help us. Chibueze, let's have you.
Okay, yeah, I want to add that as someone that don't know, or maybe I've done a little research on this, whatever company, I think it should be evident on the landing page that their ads or their marketing spread across Africa, that it's more like an international thing. You understand? So it helps whoever is in Nigeria to like give a certain amount of trust.
Okay. So service worldwide will be pronounced. All right, please, if you want to say something, raise your hand now. So I will know how many people I want to receive. So let's have it.
Okay, so one of those things we can also add is testimonials, and beside testimonials, we can also have those big companies that they've worked with,
Okay, she's talking about past client work. That's portfolio. So Eunice said that some of the campaign they have run in the past, testimonial metrics results. I'm going to start starting from the metrics. If UI is bringing pixels on AdWords page, why do you think she's bringing it? She's bringing it because she wants to make money. That's what people. That's what people are. That's why they are doing advertisements. And that's why you see influencer marketing, you see radio marketing, you see billboard marketing, you see flyer marketing, you see social media marketing. The reason people are actually advertising is because they want to make money or because of a particular goal that their company wants to achieve and they want people to know about them. Just like Perxels, this AMA section, all of you that are here, I'm so sure that you add it from someone, from someone, from someone. Is a form of what is a form of like communication or advertisement, right? We share the flyer and then that flyer just fly. Do you understand? So guys, when somebody like Fiwa is coming on AdWords brand, she's not coming there for the fun of it. So metrics is actually first thing first. Let's go on Pinterest so that I can show you some of the things that I'm saying. So we have digital marketing agency page, digital marketing. Okay, so let's start with this person's project here. You can see 90%. So if I want to build this product now, I can have 90% return of investment, ROI. That is, anybody that come on our page, the person is going to get 90% return, definitely. And if I have that on the page, Fiwa is going to be like, wow. So if I invest 700,000 with this brand now, I'm going to be getting 90% of it as increase. Wow, that's not bad. I like that. You understand that? So also they kind of, this brand kind of shows what the type of advertisement that they do, because all brands don't do the same type of advertisement. There's some people that they do radio advertisement, TV advertisement, billboard advertisement. While some people is just social media marketing and advertisement that they do. So this guy kind of specified that, oh, this is the type that we will do. Do you understand? So this is a brand solving similar problem like we are looking for. I'm looking for a particular style of design so that I can show you guys how to apply the answers that you have there, how to apply it into design, which is one thing that most people don't know how to do. Let me use this one. I think this is similar to what I'm looking for, guys. Look at this design here. This design is having award-winning company. You see, one thing about design is that I wish we have more time. I wish you guys are like Perxels, right? The way we solve this problem, we take it one step at a time. You even go and answer this one before I go into what I'm about to say now. But this is just like a master class. If you look at this, what business is your client in? This class is into advertising marketing. That answer that you give supposed to appear in your landing page. But sometimes it will not appear as the word, the exact word I use, advertising marketing. It might be the mood of the designer. That answer will appear. It might be icon. Do you understand? So all of the answers that you give, do you understand? All of the answers that you gave in your response, right? They're supposed to reflect in your design. That is how you guys are going to build a product that is not exactly like other people's own. But the moment you guys don't even have answer to this, or you answer all of these, and then when you are designing, you just forgot about everything you've written, you can build similar product like every other person is building. But if you have answered this question that is here correctly, you will be able to build a product that will stand out enough. Do you understand? Compared to other guys. So if you look at this brand now, award-winning company, similar to the brand that we're working with, world-class company, and then digital marketing and agency design, and then their call to action. Now, over here now, this brand did not wait till they get to their testimonial before they start to put their what's it called? Before they start to put their rating. The moment you land on that page like this, the rating is showing already that, see, we are the best. 18 plus customers review that we have received and they are positive. They've already shown us that. So this person will not wait till they get to the down page before they do that. Because they know that the person coming on this page is into increasing their money. If I'm giving you 500,000 naira, can it be 100,000 naira? If I give 500, can it be 1 million naira? Do you understand that? At the same time, this person is showing us the project they've done. Because if I want to give somebody my product to work on, I want to see what you've done. I want to see the brands that you have worked with, that you were successful with. So immediately I push it to the user highs. I did not wait until they scroll down. I just shared it with them in a subtle way. And it's possible that when they scroll down my page, they'll still see a section that I really, really talked about it. If you look at this place here, this is like we do Twitter advertisement, we do, I don't know what this is, right? We do Instagram advertisement. This is another social media. We do this advertisement, and then this is our what's it called? Amazing staff members that are experts. So when you are building your products, a lot of time people just go the regular way. After the heroes page is service. After service is testimonial. After testimonial is footer. That's all. No, design has improved. So the information that you have there, can you see how these guys they have this subtle conversation of how great their brand is, even starting from the beginning. If you look at this brand that is here now, I don't know if this is into advertisement. Okay, these guys are not into advertisement. Let me see if this one. Okay, I've seen one that is also into advertisement. If you look at this brand that we have here, they said move beyond limitation and all of those things. You can see the info. Okay, this is also a course page. This is a course page. But I can look at this I can use this inspiration to build for marketing. How? I come over to here, talk about, oh, we're the best digital marketing agency in Africa and all of those things. And then I come over here. Let me take it to Figma because that thing is blurred. So if you look at this now, this one, you can see the graph, you can see the idea, you can see the revenue. So it's trying to tell us that, oh, when you come on our page, right, we are going to help you to analyze your idea, right? And at the end of the day, you are going to get increase in revenue. And this is even some of the traction that we have been able to achieve. So when you are building your product, don't be thinking that, so because some of us, our design is not updated. Our design is not, it's not meeting up to the standard of 2023. So if you look at this now, look at this design. I can use this design to create this product that we're working at. So over here, I can talk about that. Oh, this particular person here, I can share a short testimonial here, put the face of our client here and say that I got 100% return of investment. I can have a picture here and then type that text there. You see that text is not much, it's just subtle. Then I can come over to this place there. This one is new, right? I can come over to this place and say that, okay, we are also offering 20% for people that register in April. Then I can come over to this. This is the largest collection of courses. Instead of me writing this, I'm going to like describe, sorry guys. So I'm going to describe, over here, I'm going to describe our value propositions. That is what makes us stand out. So let's say that from the brief now, they've already mentioned to us that, oh, these guys are actually having, their staffs are very, very intelligent. They're experts. All right. We have the biggest advertising monetization experts. We have the best and the most advanced marketing system, right? You get to use robust system and latest technology for your audience. I can give that to information. I can put it here as the advantage of their brand. Then I come over to this place to say total brand, in total number of people that I've worked with, or total number of clients, and then write 15K and then put faces of people there. Can you see how I have transformed this landing page, this heroes page, to suit the product that I'm building? But if I don't have answers to the things that are here, I will not be able to solve that problem. So how does your client offer? What does your client offer that is unique? The things that my client offer that is unique, some of it are actually here. These guys have the best guys, the best staff to work with the product. They also have good technologies, right? Laser technologies that can help to actually build the product. I can also play with their mind, saying that our team actually work with their brand in a customized way. The problem that our client A have is different from the problem that client B have. So we have our staff, we position our staff in such a way that they work with you based on your problem. So we don't use general templates for everybody. Just the way if you join Perxels Design School now, it's not a case where you submit your assignment and then maybe it's only 1%. No, we check every one of you guys' design. We tell you, guy, you know, do this one well. You're not thinking about this thing very well. This thing where you check this one, move this one, move that one, right? Personalized. Talk to you directly, so you can come up with that advantage. So some of the answers to these questions, you have to answer them based on the brief, what is on the brief. Some of them you have to go online, Google it, Do you understand? See what other people are providing. Then ask yourself, what can we provide better? Do you understand? And there's some that based on your imagination, you can tell. For example, this brand did not tell us that they are existing brand, but based on this, some words that they've used there, we know that this is not a startup. Do you understand? Then we move on to who are your client customers? Our client customers are people that want to market their products. They are business people. They are people that have brands that want their brands to be known. In the chat section, I want you to tell me the type of customers these guys will be dealing with. Do you think this brand, do you think they will be serving people that are very that are, should we say, very rich now? Do you think this brand is sounding like they are targeting high class brands, that is brands like MTN, brands like what brand is big right now, GLG, Samsung? Or do you think this brand is serving, you know, small business owner, people that are just, you know, on Instagram just starting out? Or do you think this brand actually serve both of them? In the chat, in the okay, Piggyverse, what is the Piggyverse? Pepsi, Coca-Cola. So do you think this brand serve customers that are just starting out, right? That is, you know, the small business owner, the medium scale business. Do you think those are the people that they serve? Do you think these guys serve people that are actually expert, like people that are not expert, people that have money, people that are big brand like First Bank, like Pepsi, like Coca-Cola, right? Do you think this brand market those type of products, or do you think it market both of them? So if you think it is people that are in a small, medium, and small and medium scale business, type S. If you think they are serving the people that have very big name, they have money and all of the, type B. Then if you think it's both of them, type T. So A for S for, you know, small and medium scale, B for the big brands, right? Why for the ones that are serving both of them, type T. So let's know. So let's start with Nema. Nema, you said T. Why do
Yes,
you
I
think?
said C because yes, man. They are first of all they are advertising brand. They are world class doesn't mean they can't serve other people that want to market themselves out. So their
All right.
job is to attend to every client that wants to market themselves out, whether small or big.
Okay, thank you for sharing. How about Christopher? Christopher said T.
Yes, ma. According to what the last guy just said, it's an advertising company, so it doesn't matter if it's big, but mostly they deal with big company. But if you're a small company as well, you can actually do, because that's what that's what they do. That's their business.
All right, thank you. Let me answer this question for you guys. So a lot of time when clients reach out to you as a designer, some of these questions are the questions you need to ask yourself. Who are the people that will use this people's product? Because it must show in their design. The moment you land on Perxels page, perxels.com, you can tell that I will want more design. Now I go more design. We say we know that we know design. No mind for people like, why is she using Yoruba? Yeah, I'm a Yoruba girl. Do you understand? So for people that come on this page, it's not that you come on Perxels page and you don't know that these people, they know for them to design it, that means they know design. It now depends on our service, maybe the price or anything. And you're like, okay, if I want to wait now or I want to do it right away, do you get that? But you not come on this page and say you are confused or you don't know what these people are serving. Do you understand that? So you have to know, and if you check Harry Wise, you check Piggyverse, right, who they are serving, what those people will like, right? You can see it from the landing page. These brands are going to be serving the big guys in the industry. Do you know why? A small business owner that is selling online, right? That maybe their business is generating, let's say, 1 M in a month. Do you understand? Might not be able to afford a brand that is saying that bring 3 million naira so that we can post your work for 5 minutes on our billboard or for 10 seconds on our billboard. So the pricing of this brand might not attract the small, medium guys. But that does not mean that these small guys cannot be their customer. Their own is that, can you afford us? If you can afford us, we are going to provide service for us. So anybody can reach out to them. But the truth is that they're going to get more of the big guys than the small guys. Do you understand? Because of the way they have positioned themselves, because of the way they describe the kind of thing that they do and the type of technology that they serve. A small business, or just like our Perxels now, we have the premium class, right? So there are some people that they don't have maybe enough of that money, But because they know that, okay, after this training, 3 months, I have a portfolio and I'm placed on internship, they feel like, okay, let me just go for this. And there are some people that will be like, okay, oh, I have the money, but I don't know Perxels yet. They are training. Let me just go to the small one first. So we have people that can afford it, go to that premium class. We have people that cannot afford it, go to that premium class. But we have more of people that can afford it. So if you are building products, you must understand the type of people your users are serving as well. Do you get that? Then we move on to the next question here. How many minutes I have? Oh my god, I've exceeded time. Next one is, what separates your client from their competitors? What product or service will you deliver? So this question, what product or service will you deliver, is a landing page, and then come up with 3 strong values, right? Three strong and distinct value. Every brand have a distinct value. Every brand have something that make them stand out, right? So for example, now at Perxels Design School, our own training is practical, right? So in another school of design, they might have that, I mean, and they might not have that. But we know that if you come to Perxels Design training, you cannot leave the school and say you are confused or you don't have a purpose for the training. Do you understand? You will definitely get it. So you want to look at this brand and say that I mentioned the things that will make these guys, what are their values? Is it that they ensure that their work are properly done, they are done on time, and the results are gotten from all of the campaigns that they help their clients to do. So you want to give us your answers based on your imagination, based on your research, and based on what the customer brief mentioned about the brand. So, guys, we assume that we have answered all of those questions that are here. Please meet yourself that person. We assume that we have answered all of the questions that we have here. If is in our training, right, our paid training, you guys have to answer this, document it. We come to class, we analyze it before we now move on to the sketch and all of those things. But right now, in the next class, which is tomorrow, and tomorrow is our last class actually, right? Tomorrow, I want you to come up with a sketch of how your landing page, of how it's going to look. So at Perxels Design School, our sketching is quite different. I want you to actually present your work in a professional way, not in a backroom way. Do you understand? Because the way you present your work really, really matters. It will attract recruiters. So you want to come up with sketch on paper. I want to show you an example of how your design should appear. So let's just pick this design. So pencil on paper. So I want all of your title text. So this is a new student. I think they just resumed like 2 weeks ago. So this is a new student work. So you want to tell us, your logo, your navigation, your logo, your navigation should have real words. Do you understand? Your logo should have real words. Your navigation should have real word. Your call to action should also have real word. Your title text should have real word. But your body text can be dash dash. Do you understand? But your title text, your logo, your call to action, your navigation should have real words, right? All of your title text. Do you know why? So that when your recruiter is going through your product, the recruiter can understand what you are sharing, what you are trying to say. But there's some people that see sketch as, well, let me just design it anyhow. No, from your sketch, just the way I'm sharing this design with you now, you can tell that, okay, this is like a logistic brand. Like you can read 1 or 2 things there. But if everything is dash, 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 or is not neat, I can be confused about what you're trying to say there. Do you understand? So we have the logo, we have the navigation, we have the call to action, we have the title text, we still have more information. So some of the things, yes, for example, this is a picture. You can just represent it with rectangle and tell me that, oh, there's going to be a picture here. But I want a clean design. I want something that when I look at, I can understand. Your other team member in this class can also understand. So what we do, our service, you can say shop delivery, business service, personnel. Can you see all of those things? So it's very, very important. You can see that it's not all of them are not just dash dash. It's only body text that you're seeing dash dash, but the title text, right? I'm seeing the words, I'm seeing the numbers. I kind of understand what this person is trying to bring on board. So this is what I'm expecting in tomorrow's class. Okay, guys, let me know if you have any question. Question time, guys.
Sorry, ma.
Okay, let's have it.
Yes, ma. Are we to do it against tomorrow, or we're actually doing it tomorrow?
No, you are doing against tomorrow. That's a good question. So you guys are sketching, and then you're submitting a sketch tomorrow. So you take a picture of your sketch, you upload it on Figma, and then you share it with Perxels@gmail.com. Do you understand?
Yes, ma. Thank you.
All right. Guys, any question?
Yeah, please, ma, how can we get access to the brief?
Yeah, the brief is on your this thing. Like where you guys signed up for the master class, you see the brief there. So you just go to perxels.com/masterclass. Except some of you did not register. So you go to perxels.com/masterclass, right? We have the basic students. This is their own class project, right? This is the advanced class, intermediate students. So this is your class project, download project. So once you click on it like this, you'll see the brief. Is there anyone that had difficulty doing that? All right, so that's where you get the brief. Any other question, team members? Samuel, let's have him.
Okay.
Samuel, let's have you. Samuel, I can hear you. Samuel. Okay, any other question from the team members? So tomorrow you're coming to class with pencil on paper, how your landing page, not heroes page. I'm so sure that somebody will still come to this class with heroes page, not heroes page, your landing page, right? So I'm coming, give me a minute. So I want to see how your landing page is going to be from start to the footer level, from your navigation to your footer level. Let me use Perxels. So from navigation to your footer level, I want you to do that. So I see you tomorrow by I think same time, right? So guys, that's all for today. Take care of yourself. How do we submit? You just share with Perxels. You take a picture of your sketch, just like this person now. This is a landing page that this person have created, right? From the beginning to the footer level, right? And then you come over to this page, you click on share, and then you share with perxels@gmail.com, and then you send. Do you get? So once you send that, you copy your URL, and you now come to this class. It is the URL you submit to me. Do you get? So you share and then submit the URL to me. Do you get that? So it's the URL using class. Do you guys get that? Any question? Any other question?
Yes, ma. Yes, I know we're meant to submit the sketch tomorrow, but since we've already started answering the questions we do in class, is it based on our own answers for the brief questions or the ones that we already have in class?